So welcome back to week 2 of the November Declutter Challenge. Okay, so 6 things to go today. Firstly, I've sold something on eBay, so I need to send that off. Went through the cupboards again and found some more out-of-date shampoo, so that can go. I found a pumice stone that we bought probably over 10 years ago before we moved into this house, and I've never used it. And I hold it, it's one of those items you have for just in case, but in fact, I don't need it. I've managed without it for 10 years. I can probably manage without it for the rest of my life. And then lastly, 3 more books. And these books I'll be taking to recycle at Oxfam. And so there we go. 6 things gone today. Okay, so the 7th of November and 7 things to declutter today. Firstly, I've got 2 books that I'm actually going to recycle because I don't think anyone will want them, but I realised I got duplicates of them when I was going through my bookshelf, so those 2 can go. Then I have this pot of things that I have on the side of my desk, which I'm going to go through. So first is a watch that I got out of there. My dad died in 97 and he used to have Fahrenheit aftershave, and so I held on to the watch because it reminded me of the aftershave, but it really doesn't mean much to me, so that is going to go to a charity shop. So that's 3 things. This watch I absolutely loved wearing. It was my favourite watch, but as you can see the strap's broken, and you might then say to me, buy a new strap for it, but actually I changed the battery in the watch and the watch never kept to time. So I actually think, although I love it, I have to let that watch go too as well and go into the bin, because no one's going to want a watch that doesn't really work. So that's 4 things so far. There's a candle there that I have held on to that really just needs returning to church. So that's 5 things. There's some kind of herbal medication there that someone gave me that I'm going to return to them because I've never made use of it. So what's that? 6 things. So one more thing. I do want to hold on to this little trinket, although I might get rid of the necklace, but we'll come back to that. I'll keep that in there for that. And then last but not least, in this pot, why is it that in your pots you keep money? This is in fact a 10p piece, very dirty 10p. So I've kept 12p in there. Why am I keeping 12p in a pot that I don't really need? So that can go decluttered, that can go into my charity box. So there we go. So I've gone from having all those random bits into this beautiful plant pot that my friend made for me many Christmases ago when I was probably about 14. So I'm going to keep the plant pot, keep the necklace in there for now, but lots decluttered from there. So there we go. 7 things for today. 2 books, 2 watches, a candle, some herbal medication and some change. I wonder how you're doing this week. It gets harder as you get higher numbers, I'm sure. So 8 things to go today. The first thing I did was empty our toilet rolls into the storage cupboard and then got rid of the box. Now for you, getting rid of the box seems nothing at all, but as you can see from this, I hoard boxes. I keep them because I use them as a base in our rabbit hutch. But instead of keeping all the boxes that I ever receive, I decided to spend a bit of time the other day cutting down all the boxes to the right size that I need and just keeping enough for 6 months of replacing them in the rabbit hutch. And then all the other cardboard I took to recycle. And so sorting out the cardboard, getting rid of even 1 box is quite momentous and a bit of a change of mindset for me. So as you can see here, I spent some time just cutting down all the boxes until I had 24 rectangles. And that's enough for 6 months with the rabbit hutch. I won't bore you with any more of this footage. So that's one thing. Then I also went through my old electronics and I got rid of 2 laptops that don't work and a mobile phone, and I took them to Apple to recycle them. So that's 4 things so far. No longer having the laptop, I had an old case that's going straight in the bin because the zip doesn't work. Another case which is much better and will go probably to a charity shop. And then also a night light to recycle. It's actually a pretty cool night light that changes colour. I locked myself in our cloakroom, which was a dark room, to show you how lovely it is, but my son doesn't use it. And then finally, as you can see from this photo, there's also an old membership card to go. So that's 8 things on the 8th of November. So the 9th of November today, and it's been a very busy day. And so I've kind of cheated in that I've quickly gone round and got rid of old things. So I have 1, 2 old shirts from my husband, and then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 items of clothing. So 9 things gone today. And so there's 10 things to go today. So first off is a little teddy. It can go to our sale. DVD. I sorted through some of my husband's books. And there's 2 books to go. That's 4 things. I have replaced this tea towel many times, but I think it's absolutely beautiful. So I've kept it going, but if you can see at the end, it's totally threadbare. And so that sadly is going to go for the coal today. So 5 things. An old mug that's totally lost its sparkle. So 6 things. I tried to fix something in our bathroom today with this shower and bathroom and kitchen sealant, and it doesn't work. It's totally dried up. So that's another thing to go. 7 things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 things. And I did have a little sort through my son's wardrobe. There are in fact 3 pairs of trousers that no longer fit him. So there we have it, 10 things to go today. And so today, the 11th of November, with us 11 things to declutter today. So firstly, a box. So I think it's a lovely colour, but I'm not going to use. And if I keep boxes, I end up hoarding. So the box can go. These are all things I went through our side attic. So the box can go. A cocked duvet. I'm not having any more children, so that can go to an animal shelter. A box with some rubbish. Took the non-rubbish out of there. So box and some rubbish. That's 4 things. A lid to another box. I know where the box is, so I need to take the lid to it. So that's 5 things out of the attic. An old box. Don't know how that got there, but that needs recycling. 6 things. A Star Wars bag to go to a charity shop. 7 things. 2 old blow-up camp pillows. In fact, we've got new ones, so although I love these for the memories, we don't use them. The plastic's gone, so they can go in the bin. So that's 8 things. An old plastic box I was using but no longer need, so that's 9 things. A 5p that goes towards our collection. In our church we collect 5p's. And then 2 more storage boxes that I don't need. They need cleaning up, and then they can go as well. So there we go, 11 things on the 11th of November. And some days aren't as easy as others. On Sundays I'm incredibly busy, so 12 things to go today. And so today I've just been going around doing the easy things. I've emptied 5 bins. I've collected some recycling, an old bottle and some toilet rolls. I've collected 3 old batteries that need to go for recycling as well. And then lastly is a blanket, or we thought it was a blanket that we bought, but in fact it's a fitted sheet, so that needs to be returned. So there we go, 12 quick things on this Sunday. Today's been a very busy Sunday because it's Remembrance in our church. It's definitely getting harder as I've taken away all the easy things and have to get more and more each day. I hope you're finding this November's a good month to declutter, and I hope you're doing really well. If you are doing remembrance and remembering those who you've loved, who have passed on, to eternity, then I pray for you today, and I pray that you have a wonderful week ahead. Good luck with the decluttering this coming week.